I started to panic a little bit because like I was thinking the show was going to go a lot slower than it was. And when we got started, I'm like, oh crap, I got to start pumping up now. Are you kidding me? Like, is this really happening? Like, this cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. Hey guys, we have officially made it to Boston. I haven't vlogged very much today because it's just been a busy day with everything going on. We got here, got our rental car, and then we actually went to the Boston Museum of Fine Arts because my husband wanted to see an art exhibit there. And then it was about an hour drive from the airport museum area out to the hotel, so that took a while. We got here, went to the grocery store, picked up a few things, and finally got settled at the hotel and ate some food. And I still have not done my workout for the day. It's after 9 o'clock, about to go do it, but the hotel's really cool. I'll put some shots of it here so that you can see it. But yeah, tomorrow it'll be kind of a relaxing day. All I really have to do is polygraph in the morning, tanning in the evening, but the rest of the day I can just kind of relax and yeah, just kind of get ready for Sunday. So that's where we are. See you in the next clip. And so I am done with my polygraph. I passed, and I'm just kind of hanging out, enjoying this Boston weather. It's actually really nice here. It's probably about 70 degrees, kind of sunny, a little breezy. Feels really good. So just hanging out. There's some really cool things going on at the hotel. It's the hotel and venue are at the same location, and there's a lot of like conference rooms and kind of ballroom type areas. And so right now the WNBF amateurs are competing, and also they have a karate, it looks like a karate or some sort of martial arts competition going on as well in another room. And they've got just a really nice courtyard area with a pool and some fountains. I'll probably put some footage of that in here as well. So yeah, this is really kind of a fun trip. I've already met some really amazing people. Just really enjoying this trip, and so hopefully tomorrow is a good day too. So we'll see. Hey guys, so it is Saturday night before my first show in the WNBF. Really excited. It's been a pretty smooth day, just been relaxing at the hotel, did my polygraph this morning, did a little workout, showered, went and got my tan tonight. Looking pretty dark, but they're gonna do another coat on me in the morning because they're like, ooh, you're really light. I'm like, yeah, I am very light. So they're gonna do an extra coat on me, and got my nails done. So yeah, we're just chilling at the hotel, got my show day bag packed, and we're falling back tonight, so we get an extra hour of sleep. So yeah, in the morning, I'm gonna go get my last coat of tan, come back, get ready, do my own hair and makeup, and then it'll be showtime. So yeah, it's almost here. I cannot say enough good things about the people that I've met today. They've been so nice. I've really enjoyed just talking to the other competitors and getting to know them. I'm just really enjoying myself at this show, and I hope tomorrow is the same way. So anyway, we will see you tomorrow. Good morning, it's show day. It's about 7:30. I've got another coat of tan at 8:15, And then the way they're doing this show is they're dividing us up into cohorts. My cohort is number 3, and so I check in at 12:30 and then showtime at 1:30. So I've got a little bit of time between tanning and check-in. So I'll just be doing my hair and makeup and just getting ready to go. All right, guys, last coat of tan is done. Looking pretty dark. They said they might actually spray me one more time though, so we'll see. But we're looking pretty dark, and let the transformation begin. Hey guys, it is Friday, November 11th, and we just got back from Boston on Monday. I competed at the WNBF Monster Mash and just kind of wanted to recap the trip and give you some post-show thoughts and tell you how everything went. So let's talk about what happened. I really had no expectations going into this show because it was my first show with the WNBF as a pro, and I just really was trying to do it for the experience. I needed to do it before Worlds. Backstage, I started getting a little nervous. I take that back. I wasn't really nervous backstage just because I didn't really have any expectations, but I started to panic a little bit because like I was thinking the show was gonna go a lot slower than it was. And when we got started, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta start pumping up now. I started getting pumped up and I was like, ooh, I'm kind of running out of time here. So I'm like quickly trying to like eat food and pump up and everything. But I wasn't like panicked about the show and I wasn't like looking at everybody else and comparing. I was just like, you know what? I'm just doing this for the experience. So just go out and do it and whatever happens, happens. So I was in Pro Masters tall and there were 6 of us and we walked out and I was second from the end. And so I'm standing there, we're posing, whatever. They turn us around, quarter turns. And then I'm number 48 and they're like 48 and something. I can't remember the other number, 48 and 49, switch places. And I didn't know if I was being moved out or moved in. And so you can kind of see in the video, like I kind of look out of my peripheral, like which way do I go? And then I realized I'm getting moved in and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, is this really happening? And then, you know, once you get moved in, you're like, oh, please don't let me get moved out. Please don't let me get moved out. Like, you know, you're just sitting there going, please, please. And so I got moved in. And so I was like split center and they turn us around and they walk us and they're comparing and everything. And I'm like, I'm staying split center. Like I'm not getting moved out. And I'm just sitting there going, this cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. And then next thing I know, they say, 48 and 49, please step forward. And so we step forward and I'm like, holy crap, like I'm getting called out. Like this is like first call outs basically. So we get called out and we move forward and then they're like, okay, ladies, go to the either end. And so they moved us to the ends and all I could think about was, oh my gosh, I think I just got top 2. Like a lot of times if they've decided on the top 2, they will move you aside. That way they can judge everybody else for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th and so on. And so we got moved aside and I was like, did this really just happen? I mean, I was going over it in my brain, like what other explanation could this be other than I just got top 2 and now they're trying to compare everybody else. And so I was just still like, I was in shock. And so came off stage and I texted my husband and I'm like, top 2 ? And he's kind of like shrugged because he said he couldn't really see really well because the photographer was in the way. And he was just like, I don't know. Like he doesn't really quite understand everything that goes on as far as like the movements and stuff on stage. He's still kind of learning all that. But anyway, so I'm like, I think I got top 2. And so I'm backstage and I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I got top 2. And so then I'm waiting for awards and I'm not really pumping up because I'm not really thinking like that I'm going to go up for the overall. Like I'm thinking I got 2nd place. And so I'm just like chit chatting backstage and chilling. And then I'm like, you know, maybe I should pump up a little bit in case I do the overall. And so I pump up a little bit, but I'm still in my mind, I'm just thinking, you know, 2nd place, whatever. Well, then they're like, okay, awards, we're going to call out the top 3 to come out for awards. Well, they call my number. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm at least top 3. And you never know, like, just because you get called out in top 2 doesn't necessarily mean you're going to stay in top 2. Like, they could have like swapped me and put me in 3rd place. So anyway, they called out top 3 for the awards, and I went out there and they called someone else's number for 3rd place. And I was like, holy crap, I really did get top 2. And so I'm standing there and I'm like bracing myself. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get my 2nd place. And then they called the other girl's number and I'm just standing there like, holy crap, I just won. I could not believe, like, I was just like, oh my God. And so I got my 1st place and I'm just standing there like, holy crap. And they're like, okay, go off stage, put your medal down and come right back for the overall. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't pumped up. So went off stage, put my medal down, came back and was battling it out against the short winner for the overall. And again, just kind of low stress. I just like went out there. I'm like, okay, whatever. And so they turn us, they walk us, and then they're like, okay, do like a minute of free posing. And so I was kind of like, okay. So I just kind of like do my thing and I'm trying to come up with poses that look good. And anyway, yeah, I didn't win the overall, but the competitor that did win it, she looked fabulous. She's a seasoned pro. She looked great. So, so super happy with my 1st place win, even though I didn't come up with the overall. It was still great. Came off stage, had to go take my urine test, and then talk to some judges afterwards, talk to my friends, my new friends that I made. I went back to the hotel room, and then a little bit later, my husband and I went out to eat. We went to this cute little restaurant. It was like a gastro pub kind of place. They brewed their own beer. I had just like a burger and fries. And then I couldn't really sleep that night and I got hot at one point. So I like just went out on the patio and was just like chilling at like 3:30 in the morning, just kind of chilling out on the patio and just taking it all in and thinking about everything that happened. And yeah, so great time in Boston. I could not have asked for a better trip. Everything went great and the weather was great. They had unseasonably warm weather the whole time we were there. It was like in the 70s, 75 degrees. So it was just a wonderful trip. My husband got to see what he wanted to see at the art museum, came away with a win and got to meet some awesome people that I'm going to see in just a week because they're going to be at Worlds. So I'm going to see them next week. Anyway, all in all, great show, great time. Boston was awesome. Loved it. So next up is Worlds in LA. So a week from today, we will be in LA. Actually, we fly out Thursday. So less than a week away, which means peak week is coming again. And I'll be talking more about peak week as we get closer and do a little show day vlog. So yeah, it's rolling and the season's going to be over before you know it. So I'm just trying to take it all in and enjoy every moment that I can. So that's all, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Like, subscribe, comment. I enjoy reading your comments. I enjoy hearing from you. So yeah, thank you so much. And we will see you in LA.